As you continue to assign tasks to Copilot and create new sessions, you'll find yourself with several proverbial balls in the air. Being able to manage everything from one centralized location is key. The My Work pane is built for exactly that. Let's see how you can use that to both manage what's currently in flight, what's completed, and what's yet to be started. Opening the My Work tab, I can see 3 different tabs inside of here. I have all items, which shows me all of my pull requests and issues. And remember that this will automatically be filtered based on the projects that I've touched inside of Copilot app. So it's not all repos that I have access to. If you want to see a new repo in here, you can create a real quick session pointing to that particular repo. You'll notice I have 3 other views. I have active, which will show me all the open PRs and issues. Review requests, which will show me all of the different PRs where a request has been made for my review. And then finally done, which will show me all of the ones that have been closed. Fortunately, from inside of here, I can actually create my own views as well. If I select the new view, I will have the ubiquitous new view name inside of here. Let's change this to my issues. From inside of here, I can now create that filter. I can use the angle brackets to see the interface that I might have on GitHub, or use the UI, which is my personal preferred mechanism. I can add in a filter here. I want to go grab all issues, so I'll say is, and then issue, and then I'll add in one more filter, assignee, and then select me. And now when I select save, this will show me all of the issues that have been assigned to me. Fortunately, from inside of here, I can also do some real quick filtering as well. If I select the filter up top, you'll notice I get the exact same interface. So instead of maybe recently updated, maybe I want to sort that the other way as ascending, so that way it will show me the oldest ones that I have up at the top. You'll notice that if I want, I can save this to a brand new view, or update the current view that I'm looking at, and I can also discard those changes to revert back to the way that we had it. Now, my preferred way of seeing all the items in here is in this list view. It feels a little bit like cards to me, but you can also see this as a table. And when I view this as a table, I have a couple of other features that are available to me that I don't have on the list view. Then when I select the table again, you'll notice that I can choose the different columns that I might want. And you'll notice that I can even move these columns around and resize them as needed. Don't worry, you can always go back and reset everything back to the way that you had it before. And of course, go back to list view. Now, as you might expect, I can bring up an item by selecting it, and I can even start a brand new session on that. I can tell Copilot, hey, let's get to work on this. And off Copilot will go using that issue as its context. Going back to my work, you'll notice on my list view here, you can even select multiple items and then select actions down below and create new sessions based off of those individual items. If I have, say, a series of individual feature requests where each one is independent, I can select individual sessions. Or if maybe I have a series of bug reports that all points to the same feature, I can bundle those up into a single session by selecting new session. In each instance, I can change the repo for Copilot app to use for its session for situations where the repo hosting the issue is separate from the one hosting the code. And lastly, there's an option to select Quick Chat to ask some different quick questions. Now, the last 2 buttons that we have up towards the very top here is my filter. So right now, this is set to all repositories. Remember again, this will automatically be filtered to only the repos that I've touched from inside of Copilot app. And then lastly, I have new issue where I can create a brand new issue, maybe like add light mode toggle. Select create, and then as you might expect, I can go ahead, create a brand new session. And just as before, it will start off having that issue as its context. The My Work pane allows you to manage all PRs and issues from one centralized location. You can create views, search to find what you need, and quickly assign tasks to Copilot. These allow you to organize your work and focus your attention where it's needed. As always, you can learn more by exploring the rest of the videos in this playlist or visiting gh.io/app.